everyone, my name's Hannah and welcome back to another video. Today I'm opening a brand new poly bag from Lego Harry Potter and I thought I'd bring you guys along with me, so let's flip around the camera and get started. So here is the poly bag. It is set 30651 and it is the Quidditch pitch. Now I bought this online at Amazon for, it was £7.98 when I bought it and it's now gone up to £8.99, but they did originally retail for $5, but because they're American I have to get them through secondhand sellers or Amazon, and there are definitely cheaper ways to get this if you're in the UK. I've seen ones going for £5 and below, sometimes even down to £3 on Bricklink. I just bought mine on Amazon for the ease and the convenience, because it is only a little poly bag, but I think I'm going to start looking for other places to buy these poly bags in the future, although Amazon does occasionally have really good deals on poly bags, so definitely do check it out. So here's the back of the poly bag, so we can see the instructions in there and the barcode from where I got it. This set has 51 pieces. I know you said 551. It's 51 pieces, including this little minifigure of Chang, who we have seen Chang before, but not with this variant. This is a new costume for her, and I'm pretty excited to see if this actually looks good or not. I don't know. So yeah, I think that's all the basics with this poly bag. I'm really excited, so let's get building. So let's start out by taking a little look at the instructions. So here we have Chang in a very weird position on the front of our little instruction booklet. The back is just plain and it folds out like so. So at the top we obviously have Chang, and then we have the building of the Quidditch pitch. Whoop. Including with all our little mini stands over here. So I'm going to start out by building Chang and then the rest of the Quidditch pitch. So here is our Chang with this brand new Ravenclaw torso piece. I think she looks really cool. I love that she's obviously wearing gloves. She comes obviously with a broomstick. I don't know how they could position minifigs so they could like fly. I don't know if they could. So obviously she has to hold it even though she's meant to be flying. She does have two faces. So there's her other face which looks a little bit sad, maybe a little bit concerned. So I've got her little happy face on just here. So here is the minifig of Chang. So let's get building the rest of the set. Let's talk about the set then. So you probably saw I had to get my brick separator out. Honestly, not a set goes by, even one that is only 50 pieces, without me needing this. I just jump ahead of the instructions and yeah. So here is the completed Quidditch pitch. So we have 3 little hoops at each end for obviously the Quidditch hoops, and then we have a little stack of these 1x1 pieces to represent each of the 4 Hogwarts houses, although obviously these are white, not silver. I don't know if Lego makes silver bricks, I would assume not. And then on this little turntable we have Chang and then on the other side a snitch because she is the Ravenclaw Seeker. So I'm just going to position her so hopefully she won't, there we go, now she won't hit anything as she flies by. So this set is cute, I will give it that. I really love miniature stuff. I'm so excited for the mini Hogwarts castle that's coming out soon. It was something that I said I wanted really recently, and then they decided to release it. So I do really like the miniature stuff. I think, like, if you look at it with a forced perspective, right? So if you look at it that you are right next to Chang and below you is the Quidditch pitch with all the supporters, I think that is quite effective, and I think that's how obviously you're meant to see it. The minifigure I really like, but I don't think it's particularly effective here, just because she's holding her broom and holding onto this, which reminds me of like pole dancing, or I don't know, I just don't think it's massively effective that way, although it is a really cool concept and I'd love to see more stuff like this from Lego. We've seen the snitch piece before, but obviously that's a really nice inclusion as well. So if you are not a huge Lego collector, you can still get some cool pieces by getting this polybag. And it does have, I mean, I've literally sat here talking, like playing with this, like this is pretty fun. I think this would look really good on the shelf as well, especially at sort of first glance. You can obviously exchange Cho out for any other player, so I think that would be a really nice idea. So if you had like a Harry that you wanted to put on, I really like that we've got Cho, so we've got someone a bit different, but obviously you could exchange this for anyone else if you wanted. So I think Lego had a really nice idea with this. I don't know, unless you look at it with that forced perception idea, it's not hugely successful. But I really like the concept, and I am glad I got it, to be honest. I mean, this is just fascinating me, this whole spinny thing, and I do really like that all four houses are represented here, even if the colours for Ravenclaw and Slytherin are slightly wrong. And I think even if you took off like these bits, you could just have this as a little mini Quidditch pitch. Like I wouldn't suggest it, but you could. So I have to say my favourite polybag is still the Dumbledore with the castle. I absolutely adore that polybag, and I really want to get another one just because I love it so much. But I do really like this one. This one I think is second place for me. I really like the Hermione study desk, but this one has a lot more interactive things about it, and I want Lego to really start making more interactive stuff in polybags. This is really cool. I really like this. And you know, with the Hogwarts one, it was how you could rebuild it into different castles that didn't have to be Hogwarts. With this one, it's got this little spinny play feature, so I'm really excited to see what they come out with next year. I think that'll be hopefully something really interesting. It seems like they're putting quite a lot of detail into their polybags rather than just coming out with sort of new sets of accessories, which was like the Hermione one and the Harry one. This one is a little bit different. It's something that you could actually like play with.
This is Editing Hannah here. I also forgot to mention that this is Cho Chang, a Seeker, which is never seen in the Harry Potter films. This is a book mention. So does this mean that we're going to get more Harry Potter book stuff from Lego in the future? I don't know, but I would be very, very up for that if that did start to happen.
So overall, I'm going to give this one, I'd say a 7. Like, the forced perspective I feel is not as effective as it could be, and there's other polybags where it has been really effective, so I know Lego can do it. Perhaps even just having like taller stands here, or having like one of those mini, you know, the mini figures that you got in like the giant Hogwarts castle, having a couple of them just to show that like, oh yeah, we're above the Quidditch pitch, that would have been, I think, quite effective to just show that. You could have had like Harry in his Quidditch uniform, so I think that would have perhaps made it more obvious that this is forced perspective, because to be honest, I didn't realise it was at first. When I just looked at the front of the bag, I just thought, oh, it's a mini Quidditch pitch with an extra bonus minifigure, and they have it like pictured where she's flying. Like, I didn't look at it too closely, and it's only sort of as I built it that I was like, oh, it's forced perspective. and I really like the playability, I really like the figure, so I think I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Would recommend, even for like £8.99. I probably wouldn't pay quite that much. I mean, £7.98 is only £1 less, but I still feel like I got a bargain somehow with that. But obviously in the UK, you know, with polybags and such, we can't always be picky about where we get them from. But I will leave an Amazon link in the description below. It is Lego Polybag number 30651, so you guys can go ahead and look elsewhere if you want to. I've seen a website called Bric-a-Brac UK. I've not used it myself, but I did just see one on there for £5, so that is probably the best you're going to get. There are some on Bricklink for a bit cheaper, but some of the shops that I saw have like minimum buys for like £40, so just obviously beware of that. But overall, those are my thoughts on the Lego Quidditch purchase polybag. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of this set? Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and want to see more Lego reviews in the future. I'll also leave a link in the cards up above to my Hogwarts polybag review as well, if you want to see me review more mini things, because I love mini things and Lego. So like, this set is really good for me, and I'm just obsessed with this spinny thing. Like, it's so good. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys soon for a new video. Bye.